Censors Board issues warning to filmmakers, content creators, and music video directors. The National Films and Video Censors Board, NFVCB, has announced that releasing music videos, skits, and films without its classification is an offense. Shaibu Hussaini, the board's executive director, emphasized the importance of enhancing video content classification in Nigeria. In a statement released, it reveals that the NFVCB has initiated plans to establish a world-class classification center and warned content creators against distributing unclassified skits, films, or music videos. Shaibu Hussaini said it is an offense to distribute or exhibit any film or video content, including skits and musical videos, on any platform without classification by the National Film and Video Censors Board. The board is working with the relevant security agencies to track individuals and production companies involved, ensuring they face the full extent of the law. The NFVCB also condemns the promotion and distribution of same-sex content on social media, reminding filmmakers and content creators that it is illegal to publicly exhibit same-sex relationships in Nigeria. The NFVCB further stated that they issue certificates of censorship for all films and videos works reviewed by its in-house committee, with the classification or rating indicated on the certificates.
Every time I see this NFVCB, Nigerian Film Video Censors Board,
You're
every
like,
time.
What are
recently,
they doing again?
I think they've forgotten the fact that digital age has changed everything. I think they're still working with the analog
yeah,
age,
I get it.
where they're in control of the films in the market, the Alaba, the all that. They can control all that. But you see, when it comes to the digital age, you have no control over it. I'm telling you, Mr. Beast, who is most followed on YouTube around the world right now, he has thousands of subscribers. You can't tell. I don't think America would ever tell him and say, before you drop any YouTube video, you have to go through our censors board in America. You can't control it because you can even leave America and post it anywhere in the world. It can be in the UK, it could be in China, it could be anywhere. So the content is not restricted to a country. The same thing with skit makers. How do you control skit making? Do you know how many content creators there are? Then you now want to control everybody. And then before you now, this is just going to slow down a lot of process, because imagine content comes out, 1,000 content comes out every week. Let's not even say every day. 1,000 contents, and you want to screen everything before it goes out to public usage or public consumption. How slow our system is already. How fast do you think they can screen 1,000 content? How fast? It's not possible. It's not even viable. It's just it's like they just wake up and they're like, you know what, let's do this, let's control. Let's control this. You can't control the digital space. It's impossible. You can stick to, in fact, you can go and control DSTV, you can control all of that stuff, you can control, but you can't control it. It's the same thing, you can't go and control what MTV Base is showing, or what any digital space, any digital station on, not even, you can control terrestrial, but you see digital, it's not impossible. It's not a government-based institution, it's not governed by government in any way. Or you want to go and say you want the Asaba filmmakers now, or everybody putting YouTube content, films on YouTube, you want to control what goes up on YouTube.
YouTube already even censors this thing, so it is not for an external, and YouTube, I don't think that it's a Nigerian thing. So, it's not a Nigerian thing. So you can't even come and say, they already know there are sanctions if you use a particular word, or you use foul languages, you use a thumbnail that says nudity and all that. Sometimes you don't even have adverts on your post. So you're not even earning anything for it. To use another person's material, there is a sanction for that. So I don't even think that it is in their own thing when you're talking like maybe platforms like YouTube and all that, because those already even have like censors already.
Yes, I mean, you already said it. These guys, social media, the Instagram, the Twitter, everywhere.
Even Instagram. Has its rules, it has its laws. You know, they're doing so many things. People, you see all these blogs, you know that when they post some stuff, they have to like maybe blur it or do something about it so that it won't earn them, you know, a sanction. And all these platforms already have their stuff.
The truth is, I mean, when things like this come out, it goes far to say, who are the people actually there doing the work? Are they even employing people of this age and time? Right? That can tell them that this is viable, this is not viable.
So if you're not even going to age shame anybody, and we're not going to talk about this age and time, are people evolving?
Are people evolving?
Yes. Are people evolving? Are you moving with time? Yes. So that it doesn't look like you're saying that. You know?
Yeah, it still feels like we're living in the past. Everything has moved on.
Yes, as you said, really, it is not analog time. The world has moved a lot past that. So, I mean, we should just move with time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so next up on the entertainment news, Don Jazzy opens up on why he has not remarried. Nigerian music executive Don Jazzy, while responding to a fan's question about his marital status, revealed the reason he is not married. He also explained why he follows almost everybody on Instagram. Don Jazzy engaged in an interactive session with his followers on X and responded to their comments. A fan wrote, and I quote, "Once you open anybody's page on Instagram, the first thing you will see is followed by Don Jazzy. That man is everywhere." To which he responded, and I quote, "I be bleep nah, now why I never marry," end quote. Another X user asked, "But for real, Don Jazzy, why aren't you married?" To which he replied, and I quote, "I dey work on myself so that when my head corrects, my babe go enjoy me," end quote. Don Jazzy's humorous revelation led to a series of reactions from his fans in the comment section. If you would recall, in April 2021, Don Jazzy had revealed that he was once married when he was 20 years old, but got divorced 2 years later. In his X post at the time, he disclosed that he was married to an American model named Michelle Jackson, but the union was short-lived because of his dedication to his music. Yeah, and they're still very good friends, by the way.
Oh, well, Ejole Ferro. So the thing is, if you really want to ask questions, he's got the time for you and he's telling you. But I think one thing I will pick from that is that it says he's working on himself so that his babe will enjoy him. And I think that that's... So I'm hearing right now that he follows virtually all the small girls, and people are vexing that why Don Jazzy.
Don Jazzy, they follow us jargon defined babe for this industry.
So it's almost like you are dragging these girls with them guys, and they're not liking it at all.
Before you before you like one post,
you don't see Don Jazzy, don't go like him, right?
He's online.
He's online. He's there. Don Jazzy, why now? Why now? Why? I understand the fact that you said you want to work on yourself, but apart from working on yourself, which one is every now and then you're already following? Before they get there, you don't get it. Waiting.
Well, I was just going to bring back Wizkid's line, but they've settled.
Wow, like he's an influencer. but he didn't deny the fact that he's an influencer.
Yes,
should he pay him that he's an influencer?
No, I love it for him. That's
because somebody was even still using Don Jazzy as an example. So when Don Jazzy was doing the whole Don thing and was very serious, you know, people could not relate very well with him. He would just whisper and be doing and be carrying walking stick. But right now, Don Jazzy is just everywhere wearing wigs. Okay, I didn't say anything.
But the question is, what actually is the definition of success in life? I mean, this guy has done everything. He has made all the money.
Success is relative.
A lot of people still, especially in Africa, Nigeria here, we still see like, oh, you have to get married to be successful.
Oh, really? That? I didn't know that that's where you're going. Yeah.
I feel like success is not defined by your wealth. It's not defined by your marital status. It's just your state of mind.
Yes,
and
because
how you feel.
I'll share a story with you. Somebody told me recently that at his place of work, it works in the UK, and he said that, you know, he met a particular lady there. And that lady has never been promoted. And he was always like, how can somebody just be on one level forever? And the lady said he was shocked to hear the lady say that she does not want to be promoted. She's comfortable. She has food, she has shelter, she has everything. So they're not running, they're not competing with anybody. And so she said that she has anxiety. The day they promote her is the day that she said the work that she does is just enough for her. And the day they promote her, she's going to resign.
Oh, wow.
So look at that.
Oh, wow. Different strokes for different
folks. And somebody might be looking at her from outside.
Yeah.
And then the person is pitying her and saying that, why is this person like this? Pity yourself, sir.
True.
Right. All right, so we'll just take this break, and when we come back, we'll be back with our guests. This event, but oh man, I felt it. It was so interesting. Did you see the fake Davido there?
Yes, I saw it.
Yes, and I was ending all the familia, Otedo, la. I'm like, It was really, really fun. Well done, the stalker. Yes. Right, so joining us this afternoon is a Nigerian actor and singer who has made a name for himself in both the movie and music industries, especially with his now viral hit song titled Buga. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome this afternoon the king of melody, T-Famous, to the show!
Welcome.
Thank you.
You resemble Patoranking small.
A lot of people used to tell me that. A lot of people will say I look like Patoranking. In fact, sometimes I feel like I'm a spirit because I look like almost everybody.
I get it. I saw somebody that looks like Tunde Onakoya, and I went to him and I'm like, are you? So it was when I started talking to him that I'm like, why did I come to him? He said, I look like almost everybody. I'm like, it's okay, but he had the beard and all that. Yeah. I know that you get to hear that a lot, so welcome.
Welcome to the show. I mean, like I said, the first time I got introduced to your sound was on Snap. Right.
Oh, yeah?
Because, I mean, I'll just be scrolling through Snap and then adverts would just come, boom. Then I saw it. I was actually very interested because I liked the creativity involved.
Thank you.
Usually people just drop videos and there's no actual creativity. This was actually creative. There was a transition from normal wear to Igbo outfit. Yeah. And it was like 2 videos.
Wow.
And I saw it on 2 different occasions, and I actually paid attention. You know, adverts, first 2 seconds, you don't skip.
Yeah.
I actually paid attention to the end. The lyrics, the song, everything.
Thank you
well
so
written,
much. I
well done. Kudos on that. It's good
you.
to finally meet you. So, question: how has it been for you?
That's a very funny one, though.
No, while you're answering that, how has it been? Tell us the journey, because the way you cite, like, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's actually been a long time coming. Let me start with that. Yeah. It started for me from a movie set. I'm an actor, and I featured in a whole lot of movies here. So there's this particular movie that I featured entitled Ayewo back then. So I was supposed to play a sub-lead character in the movie, a friend to the lead character, and the lead character was supposed to be an artist, according to the story. So there's this one among us, because we used to work as a team then. So there's this one among us that is always the rapping person. He wants to rap, he wants to sing, and all that. So when the script came in, I told them that, okay, this person should be best for this character because he already knows how to sing.
Okay.
So when we got to the studio to record some songs for him that will be performed in the movie, only God knows what happened that day. He just went blank and he could not sing anything. So I think after we've paid for different sessions, then he just said it from nowhere. Shout out to Don Yayo. And he just said, Jackie to be play role here now. She won't know my mind. In my head, I'm like, now mind me how they do, bros. I don't have to sing. I don't have to sing. So they were like, no, now she be used to sing people's songs now. And we used to, yeah, you have good voice. I said, this will go set me up. I said, no. So they just dragged me into the booth and I recorded something. And when I came out, they played it and everybody were like, hey, this one's not like my head. They go abuse us if this will come out. But fortunately for us, when the movie came out, a lot of people were like, oh, wow, so you know how to sing? So yeah, you should do music, you should try music.
You just get into it like that.
And I just had to like give it a second thought. Okay, in my head, I'm like, okay, do I really love this thing? Because I've always been a lover of music. I listen to music a lot. Yeah. So I just went back to the studio. There was one studio in Ibadan then, PTV Records. So I went to the studio with my friend Lani Khalifa, and we were there for like 6 months. I had to leave my house to live in the studio, so I could learn 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, after learning, I decided to drop my first hit single.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Thank God that it did not end up like Nigerian Idol, all those. Their family members did not tell them. Okay. Somebody just whispered something into my ears, but I don't want to say it. Should I?
Go ahead. As long as it's not me,
Okay. Okay. Somebody just said like white money. Okay.
Go ahead.
Go
He's
ahead.
my friend, though. He's talented in our eyes. We love him.
But you don't tell him the truth. You don't tell him the truth.
I don't do.
It's okay. Now, let's come back to you. So, you've been acting, you've been singing alongside. J-Paul has been seeing you on Snap. Everybody's seeing you everywhere.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to know, how do you now juggle this together? Because it's a lot. You do one thing already in Nigeria. It's 12 o'clock in the midnight, and then you're like, it's like 24 hours is not even just enough.
Exactly. It hasn't been a smooth journey, I won't lie. It's been rough and tough, in between smooth sometimes. We just face it and just move on. But then I think what has been helping me is the fact that while I was an actor alone, I have this way of relaxing. After like 2 jobs, I want to go off. Like I want to like take break.
Okay.
Then come back maybe after like 1 month.
Okay.
And pick jobs again.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I think that calendar had been helpful. So in between those my breaks, I had to fix it music. It hasn't been easy. I won't lie. Sometimes you just be on a movie set and somebody's calling you for a show. And sometimes you have to beg production managers that, please, I have a show this night. I'll come back very early tomorrow morning. So after the performance, I just face location again. I'm on a movie set acting again.
Oh, wow.
But we thank God.
That leads me to my next question. I mean, you mentioned importantly, and this is something that we usually don't see, in the sense that, yes, you have the talent. Someone spotted that talent. Someone could hear you and say, this guy could sing. But you took a conscious effort, right? You took time. You left your house. You went to a studio.
Exactly.
You stayed for 6 months. Not because you didn't know how to sing, but you needed to understand music and learn a few things to it. But my next question is, what would you say is your actual first love? Is it movies or is it music?
For me, it was movie, yeah.
Movies, yeah.
Yeah, movies.
Acting.
Because I started with acting. So it was, in fact, funny enough, music was not something I have ever thought of doing this way.
Yeah.
I'm just a music lover. I just love listening to songs, and that's it. I listen to all kinds of songs anyways. So I've never thought I'll become an artist until that movie set. And when I tried it, it was awesome, and a lot of people commented and gave me kudos.
Yeah.
So I from there I decided to give it a try, and trust me, this is where we are.
All right.
It's actually a bit about deal.
Okay. So during the course of the show, we're talking about success and how success is relative, how some people see success. Now that you do this, you do 2 things, you juggle them. And I just want to get into your thoughts. How do you see yourself in the future? What is success to you? What will be the fulfillment in all of this for you?
Okay, for me, I'm this kind of person that loves to see people smile. I love to see people happy. As long as what I am doing is giving you joy, as long as what I'm doing is putting a smile on your face, I am fine. My definition for success is not when you have plenty money, when you are popular, or when you build houses everywhere. No. My definition for success is, yes, we know you're a successful person, you are fine. But how many people became successful through you? It's very important.
That's deep.
Like,
that's deep.
when you were there, how many people did you drag up? That's when you can say, I am successful. And people ask you, show us. Then you're pointing at 1 or 2 persons. By God's grace, through me, this person is this, this person is this person. That's my own definition of success. And the thing is, I've always seen it this way, that it has always been music people coming into acting to pick up. They come in and they dominate. They pick up awards and all of that. Appreciating, nice one. Then me, I'm coming from the movie industry now to the music industry. I want to pick awards in both sides. So in the nearest year, I want to see me as one of the biggest actors in Africa, if not in the world. Don't let me exaggerate too much.
No, you can dream.
Of course. So I also want to be like the best artist, the best. I want my songs to be best songs, best album. You get things like that. I feel when I'm happy, my fans will be happy. Directly or indirectly, I'm putting a smile on somebody's face. And I'm fine.
Nice. You sound like Olamide is your mentor.
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay, so let's check out your new video, Buga Remix, the remix featuring Bella Shmurda. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. okay.
Fantastic. That's the Buga remix featuring Bella Shmurda there. And you have T Famous on that banger. Well
Amazing
done.
job. Amazing job.
Well done.
I have a question. Bella Shmurda, everybody knows Bella Shmurda is a great guy. But how did this link up happen? How did this remix happen?
Okay, so what happened was when I dropped Buga Original, I never thought I was going to put anybody on the remix. I just want to drop the song and move to the next project. So there was this particular day I was sleeping. Then I started hearing sounds from my phone, like notifications from Instagram. In my head, I thought somebody posted something that would put me into trouble. So I had to quickly wake up. I had to quickly wake up and check. And when I checked, I saw requests, like people reposting Bella's story, sending Bella's story to my DM. Bella just posted it. Bella. And I'm like, Bella posted. Okay, let's go and see. Then I saw he just wrote at T Famous and he gave shoulder and fire.
Okay.
Like, okay, I just said, thank you, bro. He said, mad jam. I said, thank you. That was it. And after that, I think a week after, he now came back again. He posted again and he wrote at T Famous, link up. Let's see what we can do to this jam.
Madu.
Sharply, I entered in there.
Why did you not even think about it when he said, you know, when he first of all did that to you?
So if you were me, were you going to think about it?
No, I could, because I'm like, since this person likes it, I can just say, bro.
No, but
there's no time saying, bro. Yeah. You have to quickly give the song out. No time. I just went.
No. I am saying that, you know, the first time he sent that message, that he said, and you said thank you. I was wondering why you did not even ask. You waited for him to.
Yes, I did not ask because in my head I've asked. Okay, when the song dropped, a lot of my fans kept on tagging different kind of artists.
Oh, so
like,
you went on. Okay.
Do a remix with this song.
Okay.
So most of those people they tagged, I slided in their DM. And a lot of them ignored.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, I don't want to this one is going to tell me no again. I beg. Maybe he just liked the song. And afterwards, he just said I should eat up and all of that. Then I went in his DM and he was like, bro, would you mind us having a remix? I said,
would you mind?
Please send me your mail. I didn't even say yes or no. I just said, please send me your mail. He just sent the mail and I sent the song to him. And the next morning, I woke up with Bella's verse in my mail, and in my head, I'm like, oh my God. So when I opened the mail and I listened to the song, something in me wanted to call Bella and say, bros, calm down now. We carry knife, come, you carry bomb. He did justice to the song.
I love it.
Shout out to Bella, shout out to Bella.
Well done.
Amazing.
So rounding off, what would you just leave with people?
Okay, so I'm going to say this. Whatever it is that you're doing, a lot of people will condemn you. People will tell you you can't achieve it. In fact, funny enough, people that are closer to you
are the ones that will tell you.
Would make you feel like you're doing nonsense. But please, don't give up. As a low man, give up. Don't give up.
How do they follow you?
It's just T Famous, TEEFAMOUS on all social media platforms. Just
always a vibe, man.
All right,
thank you.
Thank you so much, T Famous.
All
right, so we have, finished interviewing our guests now, but I know that there is something that you have been waiting for. That's it with our guests. But before we go, ladies and gentlemen, here is this week's reminder that happiness is what?
It's free. Let's get it.
Let anybody body shame you in this life.
No, of course.
Happiness is what?
It's
happiness
free.
is free.
T Famous even whispered and said he will send his own happiness is free video.
Yes.
J-Paul does this every freaking time. Every freaking time. J-Paul enters the studio and sees somebody that he has never met before, and he goes to the person, he hugs the person, he whispers nonsense into the person's ears and says, and he shakes the person like 100 times like, yeah,
nice one. I mean, we've enjoyed this session with you. Thank you for coming through to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you to our viewers for tuning in with us. We've come to the end of the show, and before we end the show, my name is J-Paul, Mr. Flames. We're at T Famous in the building, and we're at Honey Shmoney, and we're going to sign off with the original video, Buga. See you guys next week.